Okay, when you're ready, you can start.
So basically, I want to talk about the story about the woman who's been most inspiring in my life.
Imagine this. It's early 90s in hot and humid Southeast Mexico, and you have this beautiful young girl with fair skin and astonishing green eyes. She's around 19 years old and a bit naive about life. And somehow she becomes a single mom.
I'm a very happy husband because I have a very wonderful woman in my life.
Uh, my mother has an NGO which she's been working for 20 years, and basically in the NGO we work with women empowerment, disabled people, and one of the other topic is trafficking, women trafficking.
If I'm supposed to pick on one person, one lady who inspired my life totally, and she is Aung San Suu Kyi.
And she has to drop out school and work really hard to raise his child. And against all the odds, go back to school and give him a proper life and education. So that mom is my mom, and that child is me.
So this story is about a woman which we helped her and we rescued her from trafficking.
So I'm going to talk about a lady I met when I was 12 years old. I met her at school, and I'm still talking with her today.
She's my inspiration when I'm feeling dull. She's my strength when I'm feeling down. And she's my happiness when even there is no happiness around.
With the promise of some work, she was taken to a different city, and she was taken by a friend of hers, both of them from the same village. So after she went there, after going there, she learned that it was not for some work. In fact, they wanted to force her in prostitution.
This lady has a really unlucky life. I mean, her parents are very absent. They don't really care about her. And she has a sister, a small sister, who has some psychological problems.
Actually, my wife also studied here, and during her research, she went to Cambodia alone. I asked her, do you need help to go together with anybody? And she confidently saying, no, around the world I can go alone. I have to win the war.
She's really committed for what she wanted to do.
And I'm so thankful and so inspired by all her strength and consistency to make things happen.
Most importantly, she never gives up.
Actually, I really like my wife leadership skill. You know, when she finds the flaw, she can influence the people.
Yeah.
And same like my daughter. If now in AIT, I am losing my identity. I am known as the dad of my daughter.
3 or 4 months, they held her captive, and the people who took her were from our same town, from the same province. So it was quite sorry that people from the same place, instead of helping her, were abusing her.
In France, people are always complaining and think about their personal problems. And most of the time they forget the problems of the others. But this lady, my friend, is very open-minded.
She's older than 25, and there's some thing in China, a popular thing, and women older than 25, it's like there's a discount for them.
She is now happy, but left everything because of me, because we are in love with each other, because she loved me the best.
And when people say, oh, this is Kavya's dad, then I feel very happy.
And honestly, I had never thought women are this beautiful. Not by just their appearance, but by their very being women. Thank you.
Somehow she had the courage, and one lucky day she ran away. And once she was back home, it was not all good for her, because the thing was, since she was from a village, the people from village are quite conservative. So people used to shout at her, yell at her. She couldn't go out from her house. She could do nothing. Even she was back and in her home, she couldn't do anything.
She is a great motivator in that sense that when when I got chance to do my undergrad in a government university in my country, at that time, she really inspired me to do to complete my studies. So in that time, I have some family problem and critical situations, and despite this, my mother always encouraged me. Yes, you can do, and you can complete your education.
The story of the women who inspired me is were the story of the group of migrant workers that I came across when I did the research. As a person from the legal background, I have to say that I understand that the legal mechanisms in Thailand does not very healthy for the migrant worker that much. But those female migrant workers who cross the border, or I would say risk their life to cross the border in order to make the better life for their family in the country of origins through the remittance, inspired me a lot.
She was abused in a physical and mental way. Now again, she's being abused in a mental way, in a different kind. So what she did was she called up a panchayat, what we call as official meeting of all the village people, and she called up the police, and she herself took the initiative and made things clear with all the people of the villages, like, this is my story and this is what I've been through.
There are a lot of women that inspire me in my life. However, now I want to talk about my teacher because he always encouraged and give me a lot of right orientation.
What if she asks you, I want to move to another country for my master? Would you follow her?
The best question you asked me. Yes, of course. I will follow her.